the best way to achieve the TikToker hairstyle. This is a video that is going to be very helpful for all of you. I still to this day get comments and questions about how to achieve this hairstyle, and I'm gonna touch upon the haircut a little bit so that you all are pretty clear on what you need to get the haircut. So let's start with that. And the haircut really comes down to a number of things. This mannequin also has lighter hair color, like a dark blonde. It's the same method, technique, haircut. If your hair is jet black or platinum blonde, it's all still the same. So what you need to understand is that the haircut has to be layered and a certain length. And there are a variety of different TikTok kind of haircuts where the sides are really, really short, the back is short and it's tapered and it blends in and works into this being very, very long. That's a nice one. I think that's great if you are looking to keep the hair looking a bit more on the neater side and not so messy looking. Then you've got the TikTok haircut where it's pretty long and bushy throughout the sides and the back, and then as well on top, and it's really long, and I call it the dead animal type of hairstyle. But it's something that you need to have a good amount of length on top for, and also throughout the sides here. So the haircut, really, the focal points of the haircut are the very front and this part in through here, the corners of the head. Because whether you're wearing it back like this and having a little bit more messy, or you just want the whole thing to be kind of up and out like that, you got to have the length and also some light layering to do that. And what does layering do? Layering just simply removes some of that excess weight, so it allows the hair to be a bit more flexible and movable when you're styling it. So now let's talk about doing the hairstyle. What do you need and how do you do it? First things first, if you don't want to use a curling iron, because I've seen a couple of these guys using a curling iron to achieve this look, where they're simply taking the curling iron while it's hot, so you have to be careful, so you're using a hot tool, and they're just rolling it back like this for a couple of seconds, letting it go, and what that's doing, it's creating a little bit of a flip and a wave, not even a wave, like a flip right in through here, going back the opposite direction, because if you notice, a lot of them have flips where the hair is actually down, but this part is flipped up and going back. So you need something. You need to manipulate the hair and get it to bend in order to have that kind of look. And the only way you can do that is either with a hot tool or blow drying and setting the hair in place. It's not magically going to just do that unless you wake up one morning and you run your fingers through your hair and kind of mess with it, and it does that. You have bedhead, right? You're just taking advantage of the bedhead. So you can get that look, but if you're looking for a more polished type of style, then this is what you need to do. So this is a round brush. The thing about this round brush is that it's a lot more narrow than a traditional bigger brush. So you need to have something that is a little bit on the smaller side as far as the width goes of this. This is probably like, I don't even know, 1.5 inches. This is medium, right? This is medium. So I'd say in diameter, probably it's maybe 1.5 inches, no more than 2 inches long. Next, my #1 selling product. This is the product that I keep recommending over and over again. That's my sea salt spray, Tidal Wave. A few things about sea salt sprays, and I've used lots of them in the past, early on in my career. The concept is great, but there's a lot of them that are just so overly gritty, too sea salty. It's like you have the ocean on your head, basically. It's just too gritty. This sea salt spray, Tidal Wave, has the perfect amount of that sea salt kind of grit, and it gives a lot of volume, and that's why I love this stuff, and that's why it's my #1 selling product, because of the fact that it gives just the right amount of texture needed without being overly sea salty, like it's too much and too gritty and grimy. So what you want to do is when the hair's wet, you want to spray 4, 6, 7, 8, maybe 8, no more than 10, right? No more than 10 sprays. Because if you overspray or overuse anything, yes, it's going to get a bit, it's going to have too much product in it with anything that you use. And then what you want to do is comb the product through the hair. So you can brush it back, right? You can brush it to the side. You just want to really evenly distribute the product so that when you're styling it, it's going to work out just like you want it to. Next, you're going to need a blow dryer, obviously. Can you get this type of look without blow drying your hair? Chances are no, unless, again, you have the right haircut, the right length, and all you're doing is literally taking advantage of your bed head where you just wake up and you mess with it and it looks like the kind of look that you want. So yes, you can achieve it, but you're gonna have to wait a day because you have to sleep on your hair and then the next morning hope it's gonna turn out right. This, to me, is the best way to do it. Wash your hair, condition your hair, get out of the shower, towel dry it and pat it down and blot it lightly to get the excess moisture out. Then it's time to blow dry. So what I'm going to do is I'm using my Dyson Supersonic. No, you don't have to have this dryer. It is my favorite dryer though, and I don't use anything else since I got this. The Dyson Supersonic is incredible. A little on the pricey side, but if you're a professional, you get a discount, which is awesome. But what I'm going to do is I'm using the nozzle right in through here. It's very important to have a nozzle. This way you can direct the heat and the air in one specific area. What I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of rough dry this a little bit, and I'm going to brush it forward, I'm going to brush it back, and then once I get towards the front where it's drying, you're going to see what I do with the round brush. So I'm going to do the blow dry, follow along, and then we'll come back and break it down towards the end. All right, so as you can see, we've got the famous TikTok look relatively easily, all right, where it's somewhat flat throughout the top here and all the volume and the flips are right in the front. So what do you need then? You need a hairspray. This is my locked hairspray. It's a very kind of light holding, very, very matte finish hairspray. And you want to spray the hair, right? Just to get a little bit of hairspray in there. And then you can start to style it. So a lot of guys, they brush their hair back and then they go forward like this. That's kind of the trend of how a lot of these people are getting that look. And then you can simply just spray it like this and you are good to go. Fortunately, because of the heat, what's gonna happen is that is the heat from the brush, that is what locks in that style. And the only way, again, to get this type of look or that volume is by using a round brush like this. And again, it's a smaller barrel, so you're able to get it locked in on shorter hair. My Tidal Wave spray, again, a must-have as a pre-styler, the blow dryer, and then a light hairspray to finish off the look. Let me know in the comments below if you use these techniques and you found them helpful. Also, again, please, the products that I use on this mannequin are really the ones that I would suggest and use myself when attempting these hairstyles. The tools, the pre-stylers, the finishing, using your hands, and having the right haircut are all the most important. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time for more videos with the Salon Guy.